Hey girl, hey! Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Devin and this is Becoming Devin, where we talk about healing, growth, and embracing the truest version of you. So today is the second episode in my series that I'm creating, the Embracing Your Most Authentic True Self. I'm sure that's not really the specific title, but y'all get my point. So today I have notes, y'all, and I'm going to try to stick with them, but I also know how my brain works sometimes. So if I go a little off, I apologize. Actually, I don't apologize because that is just how my brain works. But I do have notes to try to keep me as on task as possible. So today we're going to be diving into what I kind of feel is a very important topic, and it's a topic that we don't really talk about much, and that's Maslow's hierarchy of needs. AKA, it is why you might be feeling stuck in certain areas of your life. Maybe like if you've ever felt like no matter how hard you try, you just can't seem to move forward. This information I'm about to share could help you figure out why. So, let's break it down. Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a psychological theory that explains the 5 levels of human needs. So, when we think of it, and you've seen it, I know you've seen it, maybe, I don't know, but it's a pyramid and it's got different colors. And just, a little side note, if you're into chakras, those colors seem to match a lot, but we're not going to go into that. But this, I literally have to calm myself because this stuff excites me, you guys. It excites me because the more research I do, the more I start to understand myself, and then I can make the changes necessary to better my life. And so let's go into these 5 needs. So I'm going to try to stay focused. So the first one, which is it's usually red, and it's baseline. It's your base thing. It is your basic survival needs. Food, water, shelter, sleep, and air. Like the basics of being a human. And if these basic things aren't met, then it's hard to focus on anything else. I truly understood that when I worked at a residential facility for individuals who have substance use disorder and they're sleeping under a bridge. Well, they're sleeping under a bridge and it's about to be wintertime, or it is wintertime. They can't think of anything else. They're trying to think about how they're going to stay alive till the next day. And maybe, so they can't focus on anything else. So do you have food? Do you have shelter? Do you have water? Are you getting enough sleep? All of these things are important, and this is your foundation. And so then we move up from there to your safety needs, feeling safe and secure in your environment, your relationships, and your finances. And that is hard too, because many of us weren't taught or shown how to have healthy relationships. And so those safety needs of feeling safe and secure in a relationship isn't always something that we have experienced. And then obviously finances, the economy, it is what it is. It's stressful. And so we've got our base, then we've got our safety needs, and then we move to love and belonging, which is connections, relationship, friendships, feeling like you belong. Y'all, that one we could go into a whole thing about, but we're not. Next one is your esteem needs, feeling confident, respected, and valued. And then at the very top of that pyramid is self-actualization, which is living in your full purpose, reaching your potential, and growing into the best version of yourself. So we're striving to get to the top of that pyramid, but if these things down here aren't taken care of, it's going to be a little bit harder to get here. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible, because it is possible. There is research out there that has shown that it is possible that some of these needs in the middle here aren't as met. But here's the thing, they kind of are, because even if you're not making a whole lot of money, you are becoming the best version of yourself, the most content, the most happy, the most whatever joyful version of yourself is. So let's just take a quick minute, and as you process that information, which of these levels do you think you're currently at? Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear where you are on this journey. I'd like to say that I'm like in the esteem, love, belonging, but also I have some safety needs that I might need to take care of. So you're going to have different pieces of things that are not completely, because what is really completely taken care of, but you're progressing into your most authentic version of yourself. All right, so why you might feel stuck. Let's talk about why do these things matter? Have you ever felt like you're doing all the right things, but still not progressing? Maybe you're setting big goals. I don't know if you guys seen my dream board, my vision board. I don't even have any paper here to show you, but I have my vision board. I have goals, and we set these lofty goals. Let me focus. Maybe you set big goals, but deep down, you're struggling to feel safe, or you don't have the right support system. Let me tell you, I struggle with my dream goals because my dream goals are kind of big and crazy. And I want to tell people, but I don't know how they'll respond. And so I have to take it back, and I have to trust my select few people, because you don't want to tell everybody your dreams and goals, because let me tell you, there are some negative Nancy's out there, and there are people who are too afraid. And so their fear will turn into your fear. And let's keep it all real. It's not like you don't already have fear. You do. But somehow you're pushing through your fear because you're willing to dream. A lot of people aren't. I remember telling my friend my dream, and she was like, yeah, my brain doesn't work that way. No, but it does. It does. We're just afraid to. And my afraid to is not to dream. My afraid to is, oh my gosh, what if I don't succeed? What if I succeed and I can't keep going? What are people going to say about me? I care too much. I cared, still do at times, too much about what other people think. And I didn't have a good support system. But let me tell you, I've been there. There was many times where I kept pushing towards my goal, but I wasn't prioritizing my mental health. You guys, my mental and emotional needs are so important. How is it that, there we go. My mental and emotional needs are important. And let me tell you, that is very, very important. I kept hitting a wall. I couldn't get to this next stage because I wasn't addressing some of the other things. If we're being really honest, my foundation was not solid for a lot of years. And I am grateful that I have a much more solid foundation. You guys, I thought I was in a solid foundation, but I wasn't, because I had so many cracks in me. It was no way that the partner that I had could help at all, because I didn't want it to be a partnership. I didn't want that because I wasn't taught that. And so that's not the way I live. That's not any of those things. But now I understand what it is to have like my foundation, my basic needs are being met. And so are my relational needs and my esteem needs. I'm working through those myself as I work through this stuff that I'm sharing with you, that I've already worked on, that I continue to work on, because it's a lifelong journey. So Now we're going to transition because I have like 5 things that I would like to share with you guys. So think about your life. Are there any areas where you feel like you're struggling? Could it be because a lower level need isn't being met, or could it be something else? So now that we kind of understand the hierarchy, what can we do about it? So here are 5 things that we can start doing today. 5 things. The first one is check your foundation. Ask yourself, are my basic needs being met? Am I taking care of my body, my health, and my environment? And if you're not, just start there. You guys, we just got to start somewhere. Start small. It doesn't have to mean we have to do these big transformations. Just start somewhere. Start small. So that's your first thing, which is your basic needs. Do you feel safe? Number 2, build emotional safety. Feeling secure in your relationships and environment is key. Set boundaries, seek supportive communities, and create a space that makes you feel safe. And my goal is with this series, with the Facebook group that I have created, the living room, which the link is in the description. I am hoping to create a safe place, because that's all I want, is for people to have a safe place to be their most authentic selves. And setting boundaries. Setting boundaries is hard because we weren't really taught how to set boundaries. All right, so then number 3 is strengthen connections. We need relationships and belonging. We were never created to do this thing called life by ourselves. And I'm not saying in a relationship with another, like a male, female, male, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying like that. I'm just saying a community. We need a community. We were never meant to do this thing called life by ourselves. Find your people, whether that's a friend, a therapist, or a group that uplifts you. It's important. It's very important. I know people are like, oh, I'm a loner. Yeah, you are. Not really, but okay. You just haven't found your right people yet. Work on your self-worth. You guys, this is huge. Working on your self-worth. If you struggle with confidence and self-esteem, affirm yourself daily. Create small wins. Create small wins. They don't have to be big things. Look in the mirror and tell yourself, you know what? You're real pretty. Or, you know what? You did that. I'm proud of you. It sounds silly. I know. Every time I hear anybody say that, I'm like, that is so silly. But let me tell you, when I do it, I'm like, oh, okay. All right, I got it. And people think, oh, you're full of yourself. No. If I am, who cares? Nobody else is going to be. So I got to toot my own horn. Toot, toot. All right, number 5 is align with your purpose. And so this one is obviously a little bit more difficult because we got to work on those other things first. But once your foundational needs are met, you can start stepping into your true self, exploring your passions, setting meaningful goals, and growing in your purpose. Maybe you don't know what your purpose is. Y'all, I don't know what my purpose is. Actually, I think I'm kind of getting an idea of what my purpose is. You know how maybe you do, maybe you don't. But sometimes you just get this feeling and you're like, oh, okay. Okay, God, this is what you want me to do. Okay, I can do that. Maybe. Because it's scary. It's terrifying. It's terrifying because I'm like, do you know how crazy right now? You know what I feel like with my dreams and the vision that I have? I kind of feel like Noah building an ark. Not that drastic, but like that's what I feel like. People are going to look at me like, are you crazy? Because how do you think you're going to be able to accomplish this in the world that we live in today? I don't know. I really don't, y'all. But I am still trucking along and hoping for the best and praying that God takes care of it, because if it's meant to be, it will be. So, yeah. I challenge you to take a moment today and to think about where you are in this pyramid. What is one step you can take this week to strengthen your foundation? Drop it in the comments because I would love to hear. I really, really, really want to be a part of with this journey with you. I want to hear what resonates with you. So, before we wrap up, I want you to remember that you are beautiful, you are amazing, and you are enough. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message today. And if you want to go deeper, join me over in the living room, the Facebook group. Link is in the description. It is a space for connections, growth, and real talk. You guys, I did so good with my notes. Okay. I'm really excited about this series, and I cannot wait to see you next time. Have a great day.